Awesome. Hey, what's up? This is Manny with DTX Flow Factory. I'm here with Ren today. How's it going, Ren?
It's going good. How about you?
Awesome. It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. Well, this is our second introduction because we had some technical difficulties, but hey, here we go.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, here we go. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Why music?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it's just something I feel really called towards. I've always loved music, even when I was little. I'm sure every musician will be able to relate to that growing
Agreed.
up.
Yeah.
My dad introduced me to a lot of musicians like really like the 70s folk, Jim Croce, Linda Ronstadt. And so from there, it just started building, and I just really loved it. I loved being able to tell a story through song. I think that's really fun. So yeah, I wanted to do that myself.
That's pretty awesome. That's awesome. So are you from here? Are you from Dallas?
I'm from a little town called Sugar Land.
Sugarland.
Yeah,
I
Sugar
love
Land,
that.
Texas, yeah.
Awesome. That's where is Sugarland? I'm not from Texas, so I'm like kind of.
Okay.
Just let me know where it's at.
It's a little bit south of Houston. So
Okay.
Where are you from?
I'm from California, actually.
Okay, what brings you to Texas?
Necessity. Like, I was homeless when I left California. It was crazy. Yeah, it was. It just kind of. California could swallow you alive pretty quickly. Like, it was during COVID. I had gotten sick, and lost my job, and lost our house. And so we were kind of like bouncing around for a second, and then a friend of ours was like, "Hey, come out here to Texas. You can stay on my couch. Take as much time as you need to get on your feet," and we did. And now we're here. Yeah,
Awesome.
doing
I love
this.
that.
Yeah, that's cool. Tell me a little bit about Sugarland, though. What is what goes on out there?
It's a small town. I mean, it's definitely grown. There's like a kind of separation. Like they've built a lot of new stuff. So it's like New Sugarland, Old Sugarland. If you've ever seen Imperial Sugar, yeah. So I used to live right down the street from the refinery. It's where my dad worked and his dad worked, and so
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You meet a lot of characters, just like you do anywhere. I think in Texas.
I bet. That's awesome.
It's got that small town feel.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Is it like a suburb of Houston, or is it like off on its own?
I always say kind of off on its own. I think like the newer Sugarland is built a little bit more into the city, but where I'm from, it's
I feel that. I'm from a very, very small town, and when I tell people that, they're just like, they think small town, but think of the smallest little town, and it's very, very small.
Oh yeah, I used to joke whenever we would go to Walmart, we would either run into someone we knew or were related to.
Yeah, like the town that I grew up in doesn't have a major store. It has like family run stuff in it. It's crazy. Yeah, it's very, very small. You have to drive 25 miles to get to the nearest Walmart.
Okay, Sugarland's not that small, but it's definitely grown a lot since I've left, really.
Yeah, that little town called San Joaquin is so small. It's such a blink and like one of those blink and you miss it type towns,
Yeah.
But yeah, Sugarland, super cool. A lot of my family's from southern Texas, so I would like to go explore all those little towns. I'm sure like my family has been around there, Heck yeah. But yeah, so when it comes to your music, like, what are your influences? Who are your influences?
I named a couple before. Jim Croce. Oh, he can just tell a story.
Heck yeah.
It's very cool. Linda Ronstadt I loved. I really love her voice. She doesn't write any music, but she just performs, and I just love it. I got to see her perform in 2006 with the Houston Symphony. Actually, that was really fun, right before she retired. But yeah, other than that, I really love kind of any and all genres. I don't think there's a Fall Out Boy song I don't like.
Cool.
So it just kind of varies. That's what I've been listening to a lot.
I feel that. Yeah, heck yeah, that's awesome. So you've been listening to a lot of Fall Out Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig me some Fall Out Boy, man. It's awesome. I like. I'm from like that era, So and so like all of that like screamo music.
Yeah, pop punk.
Yeah, pop punk just hits me. Just hits home for me.
Yes.
Yeah, because I used to start, we had bands and stuff. We during when I was a teenager, we started like a bunch. Everybody was in a band.
Oh yeah.
It was that
garage
time.
bands.
Yeah, it was the garage band scene for sure. So it was fun. Heck yeah. But yeah, speaking of like bands, do you like to aspire to play in a band? Or are you gonna do a single thing for your music career?
So far, it's been kind of solo, but I'm not opposed to the idea of a band. I think that would be really neat.
I think it'd be rad.
It's hard. Logistics are hard, man.
No, right? That's the thing, man. Bands sound super fun. So that's why when I see them, I'm always like, oh, it's really cool that all these guys found the time to get together and really practice the stuff and make it really, really well rounded. Because, man, life gets in the way of stuff, you know. Yeah, but, well, speaking of life getting in the way of stuff, I try to catch as many shows as I can, but life does get in the way. Do you? Where do you like to play the most? You know, what's your favorite place to play? I would say.
I've really been loving Opening Bell.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to go on Saturdays when they have their open mic and just kind of, even if I'm not performing, just hang out and chill because the vibes are really good.
Yeah.
There's always a lot of interesting people there, and you hear something new every time.
I've never been. What time do they stay, or how long do they do it for? What's the hours?
Yeah, it's usually 4 to 6. I think they've changed it to 3 to 6 now because there's just been so many people going that it's like give yourself an extra hour.
Cool.
You know? Yeah.
I might be able to make that one day. That's super cool.
You should.
Yeah, I really want to check it out. I've been wanting to check out more stuff and just get out there because it is part of what we're doing now. We are trying to tie ourselves into to the community and make as much good content for y'all as we can.
Yes. And
so,
I also really love the Love Mic.
Oh, okay,
yeah, Sundown at Granada.
Yeah, you can't beat it. That's definitely a name drop for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Freaking Sundown gets it. I love that venue. It's super good. Like the sound system and everything is awesome.
Yeah, very cool.
How long have you been a musician for? How long when did you start playing? Do you play guitar or do you play piano?
I'm trying to play guitar.
Okay.
I mainly do piano. My main is voice, really.
Yeah.
That's a hard question to answer, I guess. I feel like I've always just been kind of doing music. Like, I was writing before, like in middle school, elementary school, like just wanting to write and put things to music, put words to music. But I came up to Texas Women's and studied music. So that's where I got my degree in, and I think it really helped kind of sharpen up some of those skills. I got back into piano because I had taken it when I was in like 3rd grade.
Yeah, okay.
Like you do, piano lessons, and then I was like, nope, I'm done. And so I picked it back up in college and really liked it. And so I was like, this actually will help me be a better musician. That's wild.
Yeah, that's super cool. No, I've seen some of your work on like Instagram where you're playing piano and but yeah, that's super it's super fascinating. I've always wanted to play piano. I played guitar for a little bit, but and I thought guitar was super fun. I played it like I said, I was in a bunch of bands and stuff growing up. But piano always fascinated me. I don't understand it. Like I still my brain hasn't like made the connection yet.
Yeah, that's me in guitar. So for me, piano, I'm like when you learn it, you can kind of see how all the notes are laid out, from low to high and everything in between. And then guitar, I was just like, I don't know what this means.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just stacked differently, but it's just the same thing, but let's just make it a little more complicated.
Yeah, why not? Well,
exactly.
It's a lot more portable, so.
Right, exactly. And so, what was your first show when you started your music industry or your start into the music industry?
I'm trying to think. I think it was way back. It was pre-COVID. I'm finally kind of getting back post-COVID.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I went to and performed at this Pride Parade or Pride deal in Grayson County up in like Sherman.
Cool. Okay.
I'm not sure if you're familiar. It's about 30 minutes away from Oklahoma.
Okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, and so that was where I was really starting to gain traction. I had been doing some open mics. I was living up there at the time, so I had been doing some open mics at little coffee shops up there, and then was like, okay, great, shows, great. Moved to Denton. COVID.
Oh, that's rough. Yeah, because it seems like there was a lot going on at that time. Most people that have the same situation where they got into it right before COVID have a similar story to you, where they're saying we had so much stuff to do, and now we're trying to there is a saturation of artists wanting to just do anything that when it comes to their art. And I love it. I absolutely love it. It helps me out a lot, But it is pretty crazy how pre-COVID, man. I wish I would have seen it out here because I bet it was crazy because I'm loving it right now.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you said that was what was the location?
Oh, it was up in Sherman. It's Grayson County Pride.
Oh, it was just a.
Yeah, it was like my first show.
Okay,
I was like,
cool.
We're getting out there, and I could really feel the momentum gaining. I had released a couple of songs at that point, like an EP, and I it was going to go towards like a full album, and
Yeah.
then just everything kind of came screeching to a
Yeah,
halt.
I
So-
completely understand it. So was it like on a stage? Did you? It was like
yeah, it was sort of like a like a stage, a
Like a
little
stage?
like little gathering area. They had it mic'd up, and it was me and a bunch of other people, just like one set after another. So that was really
that's
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
So I love those. Like I love makeshift shows. I used to always throw shows where like shows had no business being thrown.
Yeah,
Yeah, I threw a show like out front of a Taco Bell one time, and like
Oh
like
my gosh,
so
I
much,
love that.
yeah, so much
Yes.
really fun stuff when I was a kid. But yeah, that's I love stuff like that. And then so, what is the like largest event you've ever played?
I would say that was a pretty large event. There were just so many people coming and going that it was kind of hard
Okay.
to pin down a number. And it definitely grew. Like I was kind of more in the morning when I performed, so it
Yeah.
was like just starting to gather. But I just think the most recent one I did was at Opening Bell, and
Oh,
that
okay.
one I have never seen like so many people in the coffee shop. So that was really fun.
Oh, that's awesome. So that's really fun. I love those shows like that too, when people just come to support and it's all packed out and everybody's there for the same thing. It's fun. And how did that show go? Was it pretty good?
It was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. I played with Rosie L and Emmeline. I'm not
Okay.
sure if you've.
I'm
seen
not.
them.
I'm not, but I will definitely go back
You
in
should,
and
yeah.
check them out for sure.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really fantastic. Just amazing musicians. And I reached out to them and was like, "Hey, would y'all do a show with me?" And they were like,
Yeah.
"Yeah." So we, each did a set, and then at the very end, we all got up together and we sang "Unwritten" by Natasha Bedingfield.
Oh, cool.
So we had wanted sort of something at the very end to bring everybody together and
That's fun.
get everyone singing along.
Heck
So-
yeah, that's super fun. Would you say that they're your favorite artists to play with, or have you?
I mean, so far they're the only ones I've played with.
Oh, okay.
this
So
year.
that was your like
yeah,
like your
I'm
first
I'm
show.
getting back into.
Oh, heck
performing.
yeah. See, that's awesome. Well, there you go. That's pretty awesome. So, yeah, I can't wait to check them out. I'm really, really focused on figuring out people's music and stuff like that, and figuring out what genres are really, excelling out here and things like that. I like analytics, so I want to see, I really want to see
Crunch
what's,
the
I want to
numbers.
crunch the numbers on it and see how it's going, but I really want to work with everybody out here, so it doesn't matter what the genre is. I like those numbers. I like to know what's blasting off. I can see, like, from what I can see, it's singer-songwriters. Singer-songwriters are a huge thing out here in Texas.
Yeah, that's definitely what I've been seeing as well. I love it. I guess I would call that a genre. Yeah, singer-songwriter. Yeah.
Yeah. yeah, right? Exactly. It's definitely a genre.
Yeah.
Let's see. So what do you do for fun outside of music?
I mean, music is a lot of what I do, but I like arts and crafts and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm definitely like a handy person. I like the
Yes.
arts and crafts.
Yeah, you like crafting metal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love. I'm definitely definitely into metal. I like melting it, making it, melting very expensive things and turning them into liquid
Yeah.
metal.
Yeah, that's really cool. I've always been fascinated with that. I'm even seeing your workshop. A
Oh
little bit here
yeah.
in the corner.
This is like the whole thing. Yeah, my
That's really
workshop
cool.
and the
What got
studio.
What got you into metalworking?
So that goes back so long ago. When I was a kid, my aunt used to work in a jewelry store, and I used to like walk there after school and stay with her. Stay and like she babysitted me for a couple hours with my mom. Before my mom came and got me, and there was a jeweler that worked in there, like a repair jeweler. And I should just sit there and watch the guy, and like I just really fell in love with like all the little like intricacies of it, And so, fast forward a bunch of years, I started to work as a jewelry salesperson, and then fell in love with the art of jewelry again. And there was also another very, very, very good master jeweler that I worked with at a place called Fresno Coin Gallery. And that guy taught me so much. Like he had like the right type of patience, and and he was able to teach me so much about the ins and outs of the jewelry world. And then I just kind of put my hands to it and started working it.
Cool. Yeah, I went to one of the Renaissance festivals down in Houston recently, and I got to watch there was like a blacksmith that was like going over, and like a glass blower that was going over their things that they do. And
Cool.
I just thought that was really cool. I know blacksmithing is kind of more on a bigger scale. This is more like
Yeah.
fine jewelry
I like it all. I like all the you know, all the way up to large scale, especially when people do like very large scale metallurgy and metal work, and it's very clean. Like it's super fine, detailed. I absolutely love it.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can just tell that they love their craft. That's
Yeah,
really
like I seen
cool.
a first place Kentucky Derby trophy, and it's crazy. Like
Oh gosh,
I mean,
bet.
you're talking. It is nuts. The amount, the attention to detail is absolutely crazy, and it's 14 and 18 karat gold, and it's like 3 different color golds.
Oh
You know,
wow.
so
Yeah,
and
like
it's
yellow,
yeah,
white.
no,
Okay.
green, and rose gold.
Oh, okay. Very
Yeah,
cool.
yellow, green, and rose gold.
Okay.
And then there's this like really super heavy, solid 18 karat horse and jockey on top. Like,
Oh wow.
yeah, it's crazy. And yeah, I mean, you're talking. It has a like a trade value of $1 million, so
Oh
it's
my
a
gosh.
serious
Yeah.
trophy. Yeah,
That is really cool.
yeah, that's really fun. And that's the reason why I love what I do, because
Yes.
I get to see crazy things like that.
For sure. Yeah, and I mean, I do like sort of the hands-on arts and crafts
Mhm.
kind of thing. I also really like languages. I've been learning Spanish for a while and trying to pick up a bit of Irish even. So that's, I think if I had all the time in the world, I want to know all the languages.
Yeah,
That would just
okay.
be a lot of fun.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of languages, do you travel at all? Do you go?
Yeah, actually, my friend and I just recently did a trip. I say recently, it was like a year ago. We went to Ireland and Sweden.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
super cool.
I did some study abroad. I visited Vietnam, and then did some study abroad and did like London, Paris, like Scotland. Kind
Oh,
of thing.
awesome. So you're
Yeah.
well traveled. I think well, pretty well traveled, more well traveled
I'd
than
like
me.
to be
you
more.
know?
I'd like to travel more. Yeah.
Of course, right? Everybody would. I would love to travel more for sure. But yeah, I haven't been to many places outside of the country. I've been to Mexico. That's about
Okay.
it. And
Nice.
but yeah, I've been to a few states, and but man, I really do believe that people that are well traveled write the best music, in my opinion. It's I think the more experience you have, and the more you get out there, the
Yes.
better. I think just the better you are with words and describing
Yes.
things.
I agree. I definitely have seen an improvement. I mean, I feel like that's good in my
Yeah.
music from when I first started to now. I'm like, oh, this is all kind of coming together a little bit easier, and just having those experiences to draw from.
Yeah. And yeah, do you stay pretty consistent when you're working on music? Do you do you work for long periods of time, or do you just kind of let it happen as it happens?
Sometimes the inspiration strikes, like
Yeah.
I wrote one song about speeding while I was driving to Houston. So like it was like a 4 or 5 hour drive, and I just started getting this kind of tune in my head, and so I had to record it a little bit and stop and write it out.
Yeah.
But for the most part, this last year I tried to challenge myself to write a song every week. So I had
Mhm.
like prompts, and just I was like, it doesn't have to be good. It doesn't even have to be a full song. It could be half a song or a chorus or a line. But I wanted to like be intentional about it and
Yeah.
just sit and write. And I've got about 8 to 10 songs now that I feel are ready for like an album.
See,
So
that's
I'll be working
awesome,
on
and
that.
that's what I love about the art of music is when you actually sit down and work at it, and you create, and you put passion into your creation. It you get a good outcome, whether everybody likes it or not. It doesn't matter. It'll be
No.
something that you enjoy. You know what I mean? It'll be
Yes.
something that you say that you can put your name on.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't write 52 songs. I fell off the bandwagon a little bit. But there were even songs that like I wrote that I'm like, this isn't something that I do, but I might pull a line from that to inspire something else later.
Yeah.
So I don't think anything you've written is ever in vain.
Right. I completely agree. I couldn't agree more. Yeah. No. Do you have any animals?
I used to.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I just found out you're a tiny bit allergic, so
Yeah, just a little bit. I did allergy shots and stuff. I was also allergic to cats, but I had a cat, so
Oh, okay.
I was like, I put up with it.
Nice. I feel it. What kind of cat did you have?
He was a snowshoe Siamese.
Oh, okay.
So he
Cute.
had these bright blue eyes and just like a little bit of white socks. And his name was Cappuccino. So it was like a little cup of coffee.
No, I love it. That's super cute. I always wanted one of those cats. They have such beautiful coloration.
They
You know
do,
what I mean?
yeah.
And some of them, like a buddy of mine had one that was like very very bright spots instead of it being like
Like
more
faded.
like faded. It was very like very bright browns and dark browns and the mocha colors, and it was just like spots. It was really cute, super cute cat.
That's
So
cool.
so yeah, I love him. We have a little cat. She's a little black cat, and she's feisty, but she kind of hides when people come over. She's the
That's
cutest
fair,
little thing.
yeah.
She's the cutest little thing. Chance, and then we have Chance.
Oh,
He's,
yes, I love Chance.
He's a good dude. Yeah, he's just he'll just make you itchy. You know what I mean? So yeah, not good,
Love
not
him
good.
from a distance.
Yeah, exactly. So, is there anything you're looking forward to lately? Do you have any shows coming up or anything like
I
that?
do have a show coming up.
Oh, awesome.
At Be Hippie.
Oh, heck yeah,
so
yeah, that's
that's
right.
happening on February 22nd.
That's
Super
right,
excited
that's
for
right.
that. I also reached out to and heard back from a little venue in Denton called Green Goddess.
Nice.
And they're putting me on a show for March 2nd. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Heck yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah. Speaking of Be Hippie, how do you like playing out there? Do you have you've played out there once,
I
right?
haven't played. I went out to watch. It was Clips.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. What did you think? When you're out there?
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
Yeah,
I
it's a
love
fun
it.
little spot,
Yes.
yeah.
It just feels like it almost feels indoors, even though it's outdoors.
Yeah.
Just because it's just so homey.
Exactly, yeah.
So I'm really excited to go back.
Yeah, you're really gonna enjoy it. Are you just on a bill, or are you headlining the show?
I'm headlining.
Oh,
Yeah,
awesome.
so I'll be performing with Safe in the Dark band. That's going to be their first, debut performance. So I'm excited for
Awesome.
them, and with Igor, which he played at Cliff Show as well.
Yes, yeah, I know
So,
Igor. He's awesome. Heck yeah, that's super cool. Other than those two shows, is there anything that you've said that you are excited for, like in the future, as far as music coming? Or like any venues that you look forward to playing that you really want to try to get into this year?
Really, I'm just going to kind of see where the wind takes me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Heck yeah.
open. I think I don't know if I should like narrow myself down to a certain venue, because I think there are just so many venues in this area that I don't even know of yet. You know what I mean?
Understandable.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm still getting there.
Yeah. Do you have any goals for music this year?
Yeah, so because I wrote so much last year. Last year was the year of writing. I'm looking forward to producing some more music with RL. So he's Subtonic24 on Instagram. He
Check
is
him
the
out.
one who produced Game Boy.
Okay.
So he made he built the track, made all the video game sounds from scratch. It's really cool.
That was super
It's very
fun.
cool,
Yeah. That's awesome.
But yeah, I've got one single, a 3-song EP, and a 8 to 10 song album that I want to work on with him this year. So hopefully some of that gets released this year. We'll see. how
Heck
it
yeah,
goes.
right. It takes time, like you
It
said.
does,
It's the logistics of it all. You gotta figure out when everybody has the right time
Yes.
to get actual work done.
For sure.
So it's cool, and it's just fun to have when you have people like that are professional, and they like to work on things like that, and they have their passion projects like this. You know what I mean? You kind of throw this together, but this is something that I really want to work on. It's something that I want to do. I'm trying to do 2 shows a week all year long.
There you go.
So.
Yeah.
And if I do it, then I'll have a pretty, I know for a fact that I'll be better off than when I started.
Yes,
You know
exactly.
what I mean? So,
You just get better every time.
yeah, so that's exactly it. Trying to be a little bit more organized, and I don't know. It's just trying to find like the flow,
Yeah.
So it's all new.
There's a factory.
Yeah, exactly, right. Trying to find the flow for the factory, exactly. So yeah, we're trying to do a bunch of different things also that give back to the community. That's not just doing a podcast or not just like posting short form videos up for y'all, but we are trying to do things that help you. Like say you're looking for a spot to make a music video, right? Or shoot a music video.
Yeah.
We're bringing that to you at a very reasonable cost. You know what I
very
mean?
cool.
And so just kind of lucked out and fell into a studio. Fell into working with a studio that is allowing me to use the studio as
cool.
well,
Very
the studio and its equipment, which is crazy.
That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it.
Have you done music videos yet? Or
I've done a couple,
Okay.
and so I'm pretty excited about them. I'm excited to learn more and shoot more and produce more content because I really just don't know my limitations yet. I want to see what what I can't do, because then I can like work on being able to do it.
Gotcha. So what does the process look like, if you want to talk a little bit about that, for shooting a music? Say I come to you and I say, hey, I've got this song. I want to make a music video with you.
Yeah, yeah. You'd come in, we'd sit down, we'd talk about the outline and what you we'd listen to the song and we'd make a storyboard as to how you want to shoot this thing. Then we'd come up with how we're going to shoot it, what are the locations, things like that. Coming up with the logistics for that type of stuff.
Yep.
And then whatever we're shooting in the studio, everything is mocked up in the studio. We have lights, we have we have drapes, we have different backdrops, everything that you're looking to do. Those are all shot with 6K capability cameras, and like it comes out super professional looking, especially when you shoot it up at that high res, but bring it down to like 1080p. It still looks super clean. And so yeah, everything looks really, really good. Everything looks really clean. Shooting like on location is just a lot of it is done with, to be honest, right now, because we don't have a lot of funding. We haven't really done much. A lot of what we're doing is with our 4K settings on our phones, and it's like and it's just working out exactly what we need. It's working out for what we need.
That's very cool.
Yeah, so I'm super stoked about it. But yeah, then we do that. We shoot your stuff. We sit down and we figure out the raw together and see where you want to put in what, and then we produce the entire thing, and then you pay me.
There you go. Yeah, that's the most important part, right?
Exactly. But yeah, there's for a music video that would definitely be like a deposit type thing, but
that makes sense.
But there'd be a deposit. We would work through we work together to try to stay on a timeline and get it all done and produced, and
That's pretty cool.
that'd be fun. Yeah. You're involved 100% of the time, as much as you'd like to be.
Okay, cool. Well, I might be getting with you if I get a song release this year.
Heck yeah, let's do it. It'd be really fun. I think it'd be really fun. Especially with all the different outlets to push stuff. We have the stage, and we have.
Yes.
We have Be Hippie and all that capability there. Then plus we have DTX Flow Factory and OP Promotions and all these, and a whole web of stuff to get your stuff out there.
Very
So
cool.
that's what we're just trying to bring a lot to the table.
Yes.
That's good. But yeah, so that's how that would work. But yeah, there's a lot of different working parts to it though. There's other venues, different studio areas that we are in contact with that we can rent out also.
I was going to say, because I'm sure there are some that you wouldn't just shoot in a studio. You might want to shoot on set or like on location.
On location,
somewhere.
yeah. I have some really cool spaces right now. There's some old buildings in downtown Garland that have been converted into like ballet studio space, and it would just be so super cool to shoot an acoustic set in there, or even just do like an acoustic, just a whole day of just like acoustic music. But we have another really cool thing that's about to happen that I'll let you know about.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're doing this thing called Garlandia Art Hop. So we call downtown Garland Garlandia.
That's cute.
And we're doing this thing called Garlandia Art Hop, and we have 4 locations as of right now that are going to be involved, and we're linking the stores up with a artist and a musician. So so people will hop from spot to spot listening to different shows throughout the evening. So yeah, so it'll start at one spot. People will check out somebody's art. There'll be a musical performance. When that one's done, you jump over to the next one. You see what they got going on in their store, stuff like that.
Yeah.
All the stores are super cute. There's tons of stuff in there.
Yeah.
And everybody gets to catch everybody's performance. You know what I mean? That's what I love
really
about
cool.
it. Yeah. So
I was gonna say a lot of my friends are musicians, and so when I post, I'm doing a performance, it's fun, but I'm like, well, I also want to go see that person's performance, but it,
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll set it up where there's a performance, and then the next one, once that one done, you just hop over. Everybody can be done, head over there. So yeah, you'll at least catch one song of everybody's performance, 1 or 2 songs, Yeah. And and the really cool thing is there's a studio space that has been given to, or been allowed me to be used for free, which I haven't even told my girlfriend about yet. I completely forgot about it. But she, this lady named Ellen who runs State and Main, said, "Hey, you can use this thing for free." And it's a huge, it's a ballet studio that's up above a coffee shop, or up above where they're gonna put a Dead Wax record store. It's super cool. It's a super cool space.
That sounds really cool.
But we're gonna do a big party there every month, it's gonna be the you have to go there type thing. You know what I mean? You have to, if you're going to Art Hop, you need to stop in. at the studio, you know.
Cool.
So yeah, that one's gonna be really fun. Plus, we're gonna do a lot of stuff like this. I'm gonna probably shoot a couple podcasts out of there and just get the give the place like some more recognition and stuff.
Yes.
So
That's really cool.
heck yeah, got a lot of big ideas. Keeping it local, you know.
Yes.
You know, try to keep it local. Try to keep it fun, and hopefully something happens. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, heck yeah. Do you have any other projects going on other than your music stuff?
So far, that's it.
Really? Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, you should definitely get on on that R-Hop project. It's more than likely going to be April sometime, or maybe even May.
Yeah,
So, yeah, we're
I'm
gonna.
just kind of trying to do as much as I can. I think this past year I did a lot of open mics.
Mhm.
I just wanted to meet people and get involved in the music scene like I'd never been before. That and my accompanist, he was studying in New York for a bit, and then he graduated and then came back to Texas. So when he was back, I was like, yes, I don't have to play piano and sing anymore. I can bring you in and make you play guitar for me.
There you go.
So his name is Brad Roberts. He's BR Shreds Instagram. But,
BR Shreds, awesome.
Yes, very good.
So, and he's the one that accompanies you on most of your stuff,
Yeah,
right?
in fact, I think he's been like the main guitarist for my music that I've released. Yeah.
Awesome. How did you two meet?
So we both worked at Kohl's in
Oh, no way.
Sherman. Yeah.
Cool.
And I saw him bring his guitar in one day, and I was like, "You're a musician?" And he goes, "Yeah, are you a musician?" I was like, "Yeah." So
That's cool. The rest is kind of history. Yeah, that's awesome. That's super cool. I love when stuff like that works, you know. And if anything comes out of anything, it's all from the beginning. You know, you're all there from the beginning. That's really fun. But that's awesome. And he's laid tracks down and everything for your.
Yes.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah.
Super cool.
yeah, and he's even like done a little bit of mixing and mastering for like a single here and there. So,
That's fun. Yeah. I'm like dabbling in it. I don't know if I'm gonna be any good at it, but it's definitely something that I want to do. I want to learn how to mix and master too.
Yeah, it's very fun. It takes a lot. I definitely respect y'all who do that. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's like it's more than just like making the tracks loud. You know what I mean? And that's what when you get into it, you're like, oh, this is gonna be easy. But like you have to get in there and fine tune stuff, and like something will just sound a little weird, and you got to figure out where it's at.
Yeah, and I think it's really cool. I really think that you could have a band or a group or an artist record a song, and you could have like 3 or 4 different people do their own mix and master of them, and I think it would make it sound totally different. Do you know what I mean? Like you put your own spin on it.
Exactly.
When you do that.
You're exactly right, because you know there's a reason why people go to specific people for a certain flavor, a certain style.
Yeah, it took me a long time to find RL, and I was trying to find the perfect person for Game Boy. I wrote it in 2019, and I was like, I love this song. I know how it sounds in my head. I can't do it myself, but I have to find the person who can do it. And I was listening, and I've actually met Rosie and RL at Opening Bell Coffee, one of the open mics, and she said that she's like, oh yeah, he does my mixing and mastering for my tracks, and I had listened to some of her stuff, and I was like, I wonder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So excuse me. So yeah, tell me a little bit more about that about a Game Boy. I've listened to it a couple times. Super catchy.
Thank you.
Heck yeah, I really. It's definitely it's on the verge, for sure. Just the right person has to post it on a TikTok, and it's gonna be famous.
Yes,
it's definitely gonna blow up.
If I was more talented, I'd choreograph a TikTok dance for it. But no, it was just something I was getting back into music. I was teaching private lessons, piano and voice, and just being in it, I missed it so much. After working at Kohl's, working retail, all that, I kind of came back to music, and I was driving home one day, and that little melody just kind of popped in my head, and I was like, oh, this would be fun. And if you don't know me, I love puns. Oh, I love a good pun.
Yeah.
So I was starting to come up with little jokes, trying to incorporate video games. And so that's how Game Boy was born.
That's cool. So so I'm guessing you definitely write a lot of songs in the car, right? When you're driving. Yeah. I feel it. I dig that. But no, Game Boy is super super fun, super catchy song. I definitely dig it. Like I said, I was playing it I played it over and over for at 20 minutes there.
Oh, yeah. No, I had a friend reach out to me at 8 o'clock at night, and she's like, "Dang, it is stuck in my head."
It'll get stuck in your head for sure. Yeah.
And I told her, I said, "How do you think I felt before years it took before it was actually produced. It got stuck in my head too, but I couldn't listen to it.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah.
No, I feel that definitely as an artist, I can definitely agree with that. How things just get stuck in there, and if you don't get them out, then that's just how it goes. You can't get it out, and it's so frustrating, so frustrating, And that's why, like, I definitely I gave it a good go playing music, but I dropped it because there's definitely other people that should be like that's somebody else's talent. Like, and I would love to help them shine, instead of being the person that's like in the spotlight, playing.
Well, it seems like you found your talent here.
I think so. Like, I feel like I did. I feel like talking and getting to know people is definitely my talent, and like just just being sitting here and chatting with people and making content, just making something, putting something out for somebody, heck
That's
yeah.
very cool.
I definitely dig it. It's super, super fun. If I can do it forever and for money, I would,
Yes. Yeah, I get you. That's how I feel about music. I totally
Heck
get
yeah.
it.
No, for sure. Was there any times you ever took time off of music?
Yes. Definitely when I was working retail,
Okay.
and then, let's see, that ended. I went, kind of back to music in the teaching capacity. Things were really ramping up, and then COVID hit. I think I just worked so much. I had like 3 jobs to try and make ends meet and to stay above water and everything. And so I feel like I'm finally stepping back into it, but that would have been the time that I took. And even so, I was still, I still got little ideas. I was in my notes app. I was in my voice recorder, just kind of putting thoughts out there, but not with intention.
Not with intention, but you never gave it up though. Like, you never really gave it up.
I think it's just a part of me. I really do. Ever since, like the first song, I'm going to use that term loosely, I ever wrote was probably like late elementary, early middle school, and it never stops.
See, that's cool. It's cool that you had that passion for a long time. I had to find my passions very late in life.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely didn't find any passions. I had a lot of passions growing up and stuff, but I never really stuck to any passions. Until I got older. Like, I love doing this type of stuff. I love content. Love building content. Love videography, but I also really love jewelry. Jewelry is a huge passion of mine. And working at Be Hippie, I'm a huge fan of weed.
There you go.
So yeah, I kind of do things that I love now instead of like trying to like figure out how to make all the money in the world, and like hopefully something happens, and I do.
Something to catch,
Yeah, so and people have expressed an interest, so I'm pretty happy about that. I got to start taking it more seriously. Like, I have a notebook now.
There you go. That's the first step.
First step is having a notebook. I have some questions written down, but I just don't like it. I don't like working off of this thing.
Yeah, you like to go with the flow.
Oh yeah, dude, I definitely go with the flow. Oh my god,
Yeah.
You do love a good pun, huh?
A little bit.
Yeah, no. I definitely like to go with the flow. The notebook thing is not for me. I just gotta get used to asking like similar questions or the same questions,
Yeah. Well, you can use it as a structure.
Yeah,
to flow off
and that's
of.
kind of what I'm doing. I'm kind of using it as structure. I haven't asked all the questions, but they're there.
Yeah.
But yeah, heck yeah, man. What's your favorite food? Do you like to? That's a hard one, right?
Oh, there's so many. I like food like I like music. I don't think there's one I don't like.
Right.
But I love sushi.
Sushi, okay.
Yeah.
I used to go to a place called I Love Sushi that I absolutely loved.
In Denton.
No.
No?
This is actually back in California.
Okay, because there's a place called I Love Sushi. It's like I Heart Sushi
Yeah.
in Denton, and oh my gosh.
I wonder if it's like a chain, because this place seems like a chain. So I wonder if it's
It's very small. The last time I went, it feels like a mom and pop shop, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
if it
the
was.
one that I went to kind of felt like a mom and pop shop too, but it had very very catchy. Like, it was called I Love Sushi, and it had very catchy imagery with the heart. It did have I Heart Sushi.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so I wonder if it is. That's really cool. I'm a big fan of sushi. I absolutely love sushi. I haven't had it in such a long time because I'm in a long-term relationship, and I eat what she eats. You know what I mean? Like, that's for the most part. I gave up bacon, and that was something that I really enjoyed, but I just don't eat it anymore because it's not in the house.
There you go. What is your favorite sushi roll?
My favorite sushi roll, I would have to say it was something with eel.
Oh yeah, I was about to say literally anything with you. Barbecue barbecue eel roll.
Yeah, right. Anything with eel, literally, I love that smoky flavor. It's just really, really good. Yeah.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah. But I do like it, like anything crunchy too. You make me a crunchy roll, crunchy anything, I'll eat it for sure.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan of like the raw sushi. I like
Oh, yeah.
more of the cooked sushi, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I'll eat it. I'll try it. You know, if
Yeah.
it's. I've never had one that I really enjoyed the texture and flavors of. You know.
Yeah.
So
it's
I
not
do.
for everybody.
Yeah, but I do like all of the cooked stuff. You know, give it to me.
So, fun fact. When I turned 30, I had a bunch of my friends over, and I had what I called Ren's Roll 'em Up Sushi Spectacular party.
Okay.
Where I went to Daiso and I got those little like sushi rollers, and
Yeah.
then I like made sticky rice. I had like everything set up for people, and everyone just brought their favorite like sushi grade meat or what they wanted to put in the roll, and we sat and made our own rolls, and it was so much fun.
That's super
fantastic.
cool. I would.
Yeah.
I would definitely. That would be so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would. I'd love to do that. That'd be super awesome. I'm gonna plan that for myself. You know.
Yeah, I was
Plan
just
one of those
like,
for
I'm
myself.
turning 30. I'm like, what do I want to do? Like, I want to do something fun. So I talked to my friends. All of my friends also love sushi, and so they were like, yeah, we're down. Let's do it. And
That's
so
cool.
it's fun.
Cool. What's the go-to sushi here in Dallas?
Oh, in Dallas.
The whole thing. Yeah.
I would say, let me think. I know it's more. I think they have sushi rolls there, but Jinya. Have you been to Jinya Ramen?
I haven't. No. Good stuff
their
though.
Ramen is very good.
Okay.
And I think I've had a couple of rolls from them before. That's very good. Otherwise, I'm kind of like living in the Louisville area, Carrollton. So there's a little place called Kura Revolving Sushi Bar. That's kind of where I go.
Oh, is that fun?
It is very fun.
Yeah.
Have you ever been?
No,
Oh,
I've
you
never
should.
been to a revolving sushi bar ever.
Oh, no, it's very cool.
That would be super cool. Yeah, I would love that. I gotta go. I gotta try one.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, we're definitely going. We're definitely going. She's like, no, yeah, I'll get you some noodles, so you'll eat some noodles.
They have ramen and miso
Yeah, see?
and all that. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, we're going for sure. What about? Are you a barbecue fan?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite barbecue here?
I have not found one. There is a little place called Blue Bonnet Barbecue in Ennis, so it's south towards Houston. And because there was this place back in Sugarland called the Swinging Door.
The Swinging Door.
Oh yeah, mom and pop shop barbecue, and the guy retired and shut it down. And I am so sad because
That
I
is sad.
loved it. So good.
Pre-COVID, he shut it down. Pre-COVID or
I
after
think
COVID?
it was
Oh
post-COVID.
well, at least he made it through COVID.
Yeah,
you know
and
what I mean?
it wasn't for lack of business. It
Yeah.
was just
It was
he's ready to move
time.
on. Yeah.
It was time. Heck
So-
yeah. Some people just got it like that, man. That's crazy. How long were they in business? Do you know?
Oh gosh, I don't know actually. It had to have been before I was born.
Decades.
Yeah.
Decades and
Oh,
decades.
yeah.
That's super cool. There's a little spot down here that I want to check out called like Me Shack's.
Okay.
Me Shack's Old Fashioned Barbecue.
Okay.
And I want
down,
to check them out. Yeah, so that sounds like a good one. Yeah, I'm a huge barbecue fan, but I just like food in general. You know, I definitely will eat anything there is out there. And but yeah, I've been asking everybody like what's their favorite foods and what's their favorite places because I
Yeah.
want to go to I want to try these new places out. You know, I'm not from around here, so I want to be put on. You know.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm sure there are some really good places around here. I just haven't had the chance to explore it yet.
I
so.
feel it. I completely understand. So, how long have you lived here in Dallas?
Let's see. I moved up in 2012 to go to school at Texas Women's, and
Yeah.
then let's see, around 2016, after I graduated, I moved up to Sherman, and then kind of moved back down 2019, right before COVID. But yeah, so I'd say since around 2012.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said right now you're like in the Louisville area.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. There isn't a lot going on out that way, right? There's a lot of like business and stuff. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing like Dallas. You
No,
know?
I drive into Dallas, and there's so much that goes on in Dallas that when it was time for me to leave Denton, I was like, if I'm gonna leave Denton, which is also a big music hub,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get closer to Dallas, so I'm not driving like an hour to get out.
Yeah, exactly. I've never been to Denton. I've been wanting to go check it out.
You should. It's very cool. There's a lot of good places. I say just start at the square, walk around,
Yeah.
just move out from there.
They have kind of like an everyday thing too, right? Like they don't sleep. They're like a non-sleeping place.
Truly, yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. I've always so it's kind of hard to find places like that here in Dallas. There is not too many little college towns, so Denton just seems like it would be a really cool spot. I have to just go check it out. You know?
Yeah,
Heck
for sure.
Yeah. Have you played many places out there in Denton?
Not recently, just that show coming up on
Yeah.
the 2nd.
That's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be really cool.
Heck yeah, you can get out there and you start moving around. You know,
Yeah.
I played here, and once you say I played here, that's when they start opening up. You know.
Yes, for sure.
So-
I think definitely stepping into it is hard. That's part of what doing all of those open mics really helped open doors for me, because I would reach out to places and their first question is, well, how many people are you bringing in?
Exactly.
And that's fair. That's what they're looking for. They're looking to make business as well. But when you're first starting out, like, how do you answer that question?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you can say, and then when you network and you do a couple open mics before you go, and you can just get out there. Hey, you're going to my show, right? Hey, you're coming out there.
Yeah.
So you get a feel of like, hey, I'll bring 5-10 people out. And they're paying customers. They're going to be at the bar.
Yeah.
Things like that. So yeah, it all adds up. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And the cool thing about what we're doing over at Be Hippie, we just started this. So if you come up with like album art, or like if you just want to promote yourself with like any type of art, we can put it on a T-shirt for you, and we're gonna give you 10 free shirts because you're playing on our stage.
Oh, very cool.
And there's an additional 10 to be sold, so you can sell all 10. And so the cool thing about it is you don't have to pick any sizes, right? Because the sizes are on our shelf. They go in, they pick out the shirt color, they pick out what shirt they want, and we just slap the logo on it for them, and we do it all right there on the spot. And it's all and I think it's something like you can make on the 20 we give you, you can make something like I don't know, if you sold them for $20, you can make, what's that, 20 times 20 is $400. Yeah. So you can make a pretty penny on them if you sold them all.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
and so yeah, all you have to do is get them to us 2 weeks before your show. Get us your logo, a high quality logo, 2 weeks before your show. We'll get you the prints made, and then you just sell them at your show.
Okay, that's very cool.
Yeah, super fun, and that's a really fun tool. I wish I had that when I was like in young in my bands and stuff. So
Yes, when I first started, when I was like first releasing music, I did want to sell merch, but I didn't really know where to start. I had found this place online. I think it was called. It's changed names. I think it's Direct Shop right now, where you upload your design, and that's exactly it. You have a storefront. They have mock-ups of what the merch looks like, but it does not get printed until someone orders it.
Yeah.
And it's a good system. I'm kind of using it to gauge like what pieces of art up there people like.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
make do a bulk order, but it would be really nice to have something a little bit more local.
Yeah, and it's like on the spot, and you're getting it for free. So like,
That is
why
nice.
not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if you're like testing, that's the best thing about it is use it for testing. Like.
Yes.
Send us something you think that you think is gonna be, or you think would be a nice shirt art, for your album or whatever, and we'll get it printed out, and we'll see if they sell that week. That you have your, So yeah, it's super fun. It's really really fun. It's not something that, and the cool thing about it is you have like a captive audience when you're performing, right? You can say, hey, look, I have shirts available inside. Just walk in there. Just literally walk in there and grab a shirt. You say at the end of every song, you'll get 2, 3 shirts, 4 shirts sold, and you do that, come back a couple times a month or whatever.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, just keep, and that's what I love about it is it's a cool little spot to make, to actually make something for artists.
Yeah, and I like the idea of people going out and wearing and representing. That's what I want to do for my artist friends.
Yeah, because this year that's all I'm doing. So you and your artist friends, whoever has merch, all I'm doing is buying merch from local artists. I'm not buying.
Okay.
I'm only buying and wearing merch from a local artist this year, and that's and so yeah, it's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I was like, hey, well, I'm in a spot to do that now, so I kind of want to like get people come and sell me your stuff. I need clothes.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no, it's definitely a fun tool for people, and everybody should take full advantage of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Heck yeah. The tiny stage. It's a fun spot. It's an absolutely fun spot.
It's very cute.
Yeah, Carlos and I have done a good job making it, what it is.
Yes.
But yeah, heck yeah. I can't wait till you play. 22nd, right? That's awesome.
22nd, yeah.
Good deal.
See you there.
Yeah. Well, definitely we'll get it done. So 22nd. Be there or be square.
Be there.
Or be there and be square.
Be hippie.
Yeah, and be hippie. There you go. The shameless plug.
You
You know, but
yeah.
for real, they do. I mean, if it wasn't for Be Hippie, none of this would
Yeah.
get going. So it's definitely good to shout them out. You know,
Mhm.
it's always great. Got 10 minutes. Awesome. But yeah, so yeah, this is the last 10 minutes. Which kind of you know, if you have any questions for me or anything that I do, or if you want to know anything about me, just you know.
I do have a question for you and for your girlfriend.
Yeah.
If you were a sandwich, what sandwich would you be?
Oh, I don't know. Like, I go with my first gut instinct, and it's PB&J for whatever reason.
Classic.
Yeah. Turn on the microphone.
I thought the same thing.
See, we're both PB&J. She's probably
That's
the
why you
peanut
go
butter to my
together.
jelly.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
see,
adorable. I love that.
that's awesome. Yeah, so
Tell us where your music is and where we can find you.
Yeah, so you can find me on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, anything.
Awesome.
And if you want to check out, I have a website that I just put together. It's ren-music.com. You can check out all my upcoming shows.
Mhm.
You can get a link to all my songs. I'll put the most recent one up on the front homepage, and I'll be posting about the podcast.
Oh, heck
So
yeah.
I'm excited
Awesome.
for
Yeah.
that.
Awesome. Yeah. I'll be getting it out pretty soon. I'm waiting on some hardware in order to edit much faster, because I'm having edit limitations at the moment.
Yeah.
And so so I'm like, yours is the fourth that's piled up, and it's like,
You gotta do
but
it.
I talked to my sponsor, and we should be getting a computer in, and so it should be good. So I should be able to sit here at home and do my edits.
That's
You know.
awesome. Thank you. I
But heck
appreciate
yeah,
that.
it's been super fun. I appreciate you coming out and spending time. Will we catch you at the open mic tonight, or you got stuff to do?
I might have to run home. I was gonna say work kept me late,
I
so
understand.
I've got stuff to finish up. But I need to come out for an open mic. Is it
Yeah.
every Friday?
Yeah, every
Or-
Friday.
or
Every Friday now. Yeah,
Okay.
every Friday now is 8 to midnight. So
Very cool.
yeah, not a big deal. Yeah, come out and check us out. Tonight's just one that I'm gonna be at, so I'm gonna go check it out and go catch it, and we'll see it's at. But definitely check her out, Ren. Do you have a specific at that you use?
Yeah, I use really Instagram the most. It's at ren.sings. So check me out.
Ren.sings. Make sure you check her out. This is Manny with TTX Flow Factory, and we are out. Later. Awesome.
Cool. Thank you.
For sure. Thank you.
I was gonna ask.
Never wanted more than to feed the family. You hate me like a cavity. Kick a bucket, no gravity. I never let you go. You was always there actually. Never letting go, never let you go.